Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Brooklyn Bulls. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to be.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hartman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st down, Gibson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. This is complete to Hawkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down. Fox. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set him back 5. Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Second and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball. That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Seahawks send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can...
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there, because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fox, he's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And I guess right now, as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that, because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Now they disrupted already for 3 INTs.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Muscles him off. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, Fox can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Dances by him, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Fox, he finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Off play action. Fox. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Fox, he finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On now is the punter.
as he'll kick it away for the second time. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fox. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes left side. The 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Fox. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for our home team, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down. Fox. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
All right, baby, that was big. That was big.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards.
And the Bulls are able to at least get one score back.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
An extra point attempt to follow here. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!" Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, Gibson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hartman, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Bulls are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. To throw on 2nd down. Fox. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 73 yards.
And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. 2nd down and 8. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Washington. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So the false start will back them up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. On first down, it's Hawkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Fox. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Seahawks on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Hartman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But whenever you call it run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never would show up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point attempt to come here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He's coming. Check him. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.